I think we've accidentally blamed menopause for almost everything that happens to women after 45. Weight gain, menopause. Poor sleep, menopause. Low energy, menopause. Brain fog, menopause. And while menopause is certainly part of the story, I don't think it's the whole story. I think women in midlife are actually experiencing two major biological transitions at exactly the same time. One is menopause and the other is simply aging. Understanding the difference changes how we look after ourselves at these times. Hi, I'm Elizabeth and welcome to Water Grass Wellness. I'm a qualified nutritionist. I'm 55 years old and I've been postmenopausal for around 10 years. Yes, I went early. I'm also someone who's passionate about showing what's possible through simple nutrition, regular movement, quality sleep, and consistent habits. I don't believe we have to fear midlife. I believe we just need to understand it differently and better. That's what this channel is about. Menopause is a hormonal transition. Estrogen declines, progesterone declines. That affects many systems throughout the body. But something else is also happening. We're also simply getting older. Muscle naturally becomes harder to maintain. Recovery is much slower. And collagen production is at a big decline. Sleep changes, well, that's a whole nother topic. Our bodies respond differently to stress than it did at 30. These are all part of the biological aging. So when women say everything changed after 50, my question is, was it menopause? Was it aging? Or was it both? I think it's actually both. Now, I don't say that to discourage anybody. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I find it incredibly empowering and I want to be that voice for the midlifers and for the youth that they can see aging isn't a problem. Because once we understand what's happening, we stop blaming ourselves. We also stop looking for one magic solution because it just simply doesn't exist. Instead, we focus on the things we can influence every day that will impact us for the better. We can nourish our bodies with whole foods. We can protect our muscles through strength training. We can prioritize sleep. We can move more. We can also reduce processed foods. We can build healthier routines. None of these will stop time, but they can absolutely influence how we experience midlife. I often get asked how I stay healthy and so full of vitality at my age, which is 55. The answer isn't just one thing. It's not a supplement. It's not one exercise. And it's certainly not one perfect diet. Anyone who knows me knows I love my food and I include everything. It's years of consistently choosing foods that nourish me, staying active, looking after my sleep, and understanding that health is built through small daily decisions. That's the philosophy behind Watergrass Wellness. There's one message I'd love you to take away from today's video. It's this. Midlife isn't just menopause. It's menopause and aging happening together. The good news is that while we can't stop either process, we can influence how we move through them. That's exactly what we'll explore on this channel. We'll talk about nutrition, movement, sleep, and healthy aging, which is what we all want. The small daily habits that help us feel stronger, healthier, and more vibrant. If that sounds like the kind of conversation you're looking for, I'd love for you to subscribe and join me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.